This NBA player spent $100,000 on a home for his pet snakes. From an alligator skin bag that lands you in jail to shoes made of gold, this is the $1 versus $200 million NBA edition. And these are some of the craziest things NBA players ever bought. First up at number 11 is Jimmy Butler's $6,000 coffee lab. Okay, so Jimmy Butler loves coffee, and he went and turned his coffee addiction into a whole business. In fact, during the NBA bubble, he was known for his insane caffeine addiction, drinking about 7 to 10 cups of coffee every day. But can you guess what he did about his little coffee addiction? Instead of buying coffee every time he wanted it, he invested in a portable coffee lab called a La Marzocco Lenny Mini, which he even takes on planes. And guess what? That cost him $6,000. It might seem cheap, but it got him in the coffee business. You see, Butler's passion for coffee led him to start his own coffee business named Big Face Coffee, where he charges $100 per cup. He initially served players in the NBA bubble, getting a loyal following. His coffee brand gained popularity even among many sports analysts who joked about its special powers. Expanding his business, Butler invested in coffee trucks and shops in Miami. He introduced a $500 coffee box with an exclusive NFT and designed a $100,000 coffee lab for fans to purchase. Butler's goal is to turn Big Face Coffee into a global brand.
I want to be the best in the coffee world, just like I want to be in any and everything else.
Cool.
But outside of the Big Face brand, myself, I want to be the world's best barista.
Yeah.
It's just what I do.
Yeah.
Although he's kept the business relatively secretive and exclusive, requiring NBA players to pay a huge fee to invest. Next up at number 10, Robin Lopez and his $7,000 stolen item. Robin Lopez, known for his passion for Disney, found himself in an FBI investigation thanks to his interest in collecting old Disney collectibles. Robin, a big Disney fan, often visited Disney World to collect items related to his favorite characters. He connected with another Disney enthusiast called Patrick Spikes on eBay who sold Disney merch items including items related to a character named Buzzy. Robin spent $7,000 to purchase Disney items, including clothes linked to Buzzy. What Robin didn't know was that Patrick wasn't just a Disney fan but also a Disney World employee involved in some pretty shady things. He created fake ID badges to access restricted storage areas and stole over $500,000 worth of Disney items, which he then sold later on. When the FBI investigated the theft, they found suspicious transactions in Robin's PayPal account related to purchases from Patrick. Patrick was arrested and charged with dealing in stolen property. Robin was eventually cleared since he was just a buyer. But bet he's not dealing with shady people from the internet anymore. Number 9, LeBron James' bag that could have landed him in jail. LeBron James caused a huge scene at the NBA Finals, but it wasn't just for his fashion statement of wearing suit shorts, it was for carrying a Tom Brown bag made from alligator skin. Valued at $41,000, this exclusive bag caught the attention of many. What LeBron didn't realize was that bringing this bag into a Oracle Arena in California could have led to legal trouble. You see guys, a statewide ban on products made from alligator skin was in place, carrying huge penalties including a $5,000 fine and 6 months in jail. Yikes, he really would have ended up in jail just because he wanted a bag that stood out. But having an alligator bag isn't as cool as having your favorite number on the back now, is it? Number 8, Lance Stephenson's car. Lance bought something so unusual that he had to go all the way to Dubai to use it. Yep, he bought a car that can drive on water and reach speeds of over 60 miles an hour. This car is known as the Corvette Jet Car Speedboat and retails at about $50,000 after a $500 deposit. While it may seem strange to have a car that doubles as a boat, Stephenson seems to enjoy the unique experience of cruising on both land and water. But when it comes to spending on things you enjoy, absolutely no one can beat Marquet Daniels. Number 7, Marquet Daniels' chain. You might not know this, but for some people thinking the ultimate birthday gift is having the Chicago Bulls trade for Brad Miller, but hold on because there's something even more crazy out there. It involves another Indiana Pacer, Marquet Daniels, but not exactly him, it's his head covered in diamonds on a necklace, and it's for $60,000. Crafted from 1,300 grams of 14-karat gold, this diamond-covered head is an exact replica of Daniels' head, creating a piece that's both fascinating and a little intimidating. But what's even crazier than spending $60,000 on jewelry? This next item right here. Number 6. Cameroon Payne's Gaming House. Cameroon Payne has always been passionate about gaming, enjoying titles like NBA 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, and recently getting into Halo. Inspired by his love for gaming, Payne's teammates encouraged him to take his hobby to the next level. He started a Twitch account and began upgrading his gaming setup. And while most people might settle for a console, headset, and a few monitors, Payne went all out and built an entire gaming house in his backyard next to his pool. This setup includes decorations, multiple TVs, arcade games, and furniture with built-in speakers and phone chargers. The project cost him around $100,000, creating the ultimate gaming haven for himself. While some NBA players spent their money building elaborate gaming setups for themselves, this next guy did it for his pets. Number 5. Dwight Howard's unusual obsession. Out of all the guys in the NBA, even with their crazy payrolls and even crazier shopping lists, Dwight's unusual collecting habit might just take you by surprise. While he has spent a fortune building a mansion, he spent a whole lot more on another one for his snakes. Yeah, you heard that right. One of Dwight's most prized possessions is a 25-feet constrictor called Cleopatra. He dropped a whopping $100,000 to build his 40 snakes a dream palace of their own. Think proper complete ambient lighting and 2 full-time caretakers, these snakes are for sure well taken care of. Now the next guy on the list has something even crazier. Number 4. Dennis Schroeder's car that cost him half his paycheck. After Dennis Schroeder's intense contract negotiations, he wanted a deal that would secure him financial stability for years to come. Despite the Lakers offering him a generous $84 million contract, Schroeder declined, hoping for more, but guess what? No one wanted to pay him that much, and he had to settle for much, much lower. $6 million to be precise. And then what did he do? He spent $3 million on a Bugatti. Bugatti might be able to go over 250 miles, it might be one of the world's craziest and most expensive cars, but the fact that he spent half his money on it was insane. So much so that everyone just kept roasting him on social media every time he would try to flaunt it. Now, $3 million for a Bugatti makes sense, but what about shoes that are even more expensive? Number 3. Dwayne Wade's sneakers. Dwayne Wade, the retired NBA star, has a passion for sneakers, and he has taken it to the next level with his own brand called Way of Wade, known for producing top-notch basketball shoes. One of his most crazy creations was the world's most expensive pair of sneakers, costing a crazy $4 million. These custom shoes, called the Fire Monkey, were a collaboration between Bishan, a luxury lifestyle brand, renowned sneaker customizer Mash Customs, and designer Dan Gaiman. The shoes have hundreds of carats of white diamonds and blue sapphires meticulously embedded into the shoe, along with a solid 18K gold tag. How's that for luxury? Next at number 2, we have LeBron's crazy investment into not one, but 2 sports teams. Beyond basketball, LeBron made the unexpected decision to buy a 2% stake in Liverpool Football Club in 2011, and he paid $6.5 million through Fenway Sports Group, which owned Liverpool. He deepened his ties with FSG by also investing in the iconic baseball team, the Boston Red Sox. But it looks like the investments paid off big time, because Liverpool is currently valued at $5.29 billion. While the Boston Red Sox are currently at $4.5 billion, and LeBron's share in both teams is at least $100 million. Finally, we've got Michael Jordan's basketball team. The Jordan brand has been a major source of revenue for Michael Jordan, allowing him to purchase a majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets for $275 million in 2010. On August 3, 2023, Jordan finalized the sale of his majority stake in the team for $3 billion, making a profit of a whopping $2.25 billion in just 13 years. But here's what's interesting. Despite selling and making all that money, Jordan will retain a minority ownership in the team. During his ownership, Jordan's most huge decision was drafting LaMelo Ball, who has become a standout talent in the league. With the sale of his majority stake, Jordan's net worth skyrocketed from $2 billion to $5 billion, and now he's quite literally rolling in cash. Well, that's all for today. Let us know in the comments below what item owned by an NBA player shocked you the most.